Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I am Artie Rose, and I'm bringing you another edition of the GLB, the GOAT League Baseball Simulation in Out of the Park Baseball 27. Today, we are starting a new season. We're starting Season 5. And we have a few changes to the simulation to make it a little more lifelike, a little more real, true. Made a few changes. So let's go into the game screen itself and show you some of the changes. So first off, we have the new teams that got promoted. And they are the 1995 Atlanta Braves, so we welcome them into the league. They are in the United Conference. And then we have the 1904 New York Giants. They're in the Freedom Conference. Now, the Giants of 1904 were previously in the league for seasons 1, 2, and I believe they were in it season 3, but they got relegated after season 3. They played so poorly that they got relegated to the alternate promotion league, which is this league here, the promotion league. Only 10 teams, and the top 2 teams get promoted. So they were one of those teams, going back to the main league. And the 1995 Braves, that was a powerhouse team, considered one of the top best 50 teams, and they're included in the league now. Now, last season, we added the 1998 Yankees, and we added the 1984 Tigers. And both those teams actually got into the playoff tournament. The 1984 Tigers almost got into the Final Four, but they actually got past the number 1 seed New York Mets of 1986. That was interesting to watch. Anyway, going back to the promotion league, 2 teams that got relegated are the Anaheim Angels of 2002. So they were in the big league for the first 4 seasons, and just when we switched over and had all the teams playing each other at least 3 times, as many as 6 times, they did not fare so well. And the 1993 Blue Jays also were in the league for the first 4 years. And in fact, in season 3, they were in the playoff tournament. So they've been relegated. So these are the 10 teams that'll be competing against each other to see who gets promoted. The 1966 Orioles have yet to be promoted. The 1998 Padres were in it, seasons 1 and 2, I believe, and then they got relegated. 1908 Cubs were in it, and then the first year they were in the big league, they did horrible. 1961 Yankees yet to be promoted. 1954 Giants yet to be promoted. 1963 Dodgers yet to be promoted. The 67 Cardinals and the 1946 Red Sox were in the league for the first 2 seasons, and then they got relegated. So we're going to monitor this. The teams that have never got in will leave in, but teams that have been in the big league, and that if they're not, see, like the 1988 Padres last season, they did okay, but they were not, anywhere near the top. So we might have to change out a couple of teams, but we will see what happens with that. Anyway, getting back to its opening day here in the GLB Season 5. So it's going to be interesting. I think we're going to play a couple of weeks right away and see where we're at. And then by the end of the episode, I want to complete the month of April and the month of May. And we'll find a featured game for the episode. So that being said, we're going to take a quick break and we'll come back and we'll quick play first 2 weeks of Season 5. Okay, so we're back. And the other change that I made to this league when I redid it for Season 5 is I changed the settings in the league. I want to show you here in the, what was it? Was it the players or was it the stats? Stats, okay. So in here, league totals and modifiers determines the stats output of the simulation engine. So last year, I believe it was the default, which is 2010, or I might have even had it set for 2025. But I felt that the pitchers were being left in way too long, going as far as 130 to 140 pitches. So I thought that needed to be adjusted. I adjusted that here in the strategic tendencies. But then I changed the year of the simulation engine to 1975. So these calculations are different than last season. So we're going to see how it affects the simulation engine. Hopefully it gives us a little more accuracy than last year. I thought there was way too many home runs. Albert Bell hit 72 home runs. I mean, it's not unthinkable, but I just thought it was a bit much. So we'll see. Anyway, so here we are, opening day, and let us just play through the first week. Here goes the totals. So 5 games in. Baltimore Orioles on top of the American Conference, 4-1. The Houston Astros also 4-1. In the National Conference, the Brooklyn Dodgers 4-1. 1939 Yankees start off with a 5-game winning streak. These guys, I tell you, they're amazing. They're on top like every season. And when they get to the playoff tournament, they can't get out of their own way. They lose in either round 1 or round 2. Last season, the Philadelphia Athletics were like the the number 15 seed beat them in the first round in 7 games. It only goes to show you that that's baseball. That could happen. Anyway, moving along here. Freedom Conference, 3 teams are 3-2. The Diamondbacks, the Montreal Expos of 94, and the 84 Tigers. So that is today. First week. Let's go to the second week. And let's see. Now you got 11 games in. Baltimore still on top. Brooklyn Dodgers lost a couple. Yankees of 1998 now won 6 in a row. So they're tied for the top spot. 1939 Yankees, a 12-game winning streak to open up the season in the first 2 weeks. Wow, that's great. I want to see who they're playing to see if that might be the featured game of the episode. Diamondbacks pull out in front 9-3. Let's see the batting leaders. Eddie Matthews from the Detroit Tigers of... Who is this? Detroit? I don't know who it is. It might be... Let's see what team he's on. Nope, he's got to be on the 1968 team. Let's see. 1968 Tigers. Eddie Matthews, third baseman. Wow. Okay. So, he's the leading hitter. Dots Miller on the Pirates. Remember him from the last World Series. The number 2 batter at 457. Home runs, Jimmy Fox leads the league with 5. Boog Powell leads with RBIs with 16. 7 stolen bases for Kenny Lofton. He has the lead. Eddie Matthews on base plus slugging. WAR, Joe Gordon of the Yankees of 27. Al Rosen has got a 20-game hit streak already. You can't have a 20-game win streak. How can he have a 20-game hit streak? There's only 12 games in the season. That's a fluke. Okay. John Lackey has not given up any runs in 17 innings. Larry Christensen, David Cone, and Lefty Gomez all have 3 wins to lead the league. So, that's what we have after 2 weeks. So let's play week number 3. Okay. Baltimore Orioles still on top, 13-5. 98 Yankees, 3-way tie with the Indians of 95 and the Seattle Mariners of 2001. The Yankees of 1939 now have lost 3 in a row, so their 12-game winning streak was broken. They're 14-4. Arizona Diamondbacks still on top. Okay, let's go through the rest of the month and get into April. Into May. This is April 27th. 24 games in. Oh, look at that. Cincinnati Reds and the Texas Rangers are both have the worst record in the league. They're the bottom two teams. Look at the 86 Mets. 86 Mets were the top seed in season 4. Now they're 9-15. Atlanta Braves doing pretty good, 13-11, tied for second in the United Conference. 1904 Giants, who got promoted, are not doing that well, 10-14. So that's the month of April, pretty much. Let us take a break, and we'll bring you in the month of May. Okay, we're back. So it's April 27th, 24 games into season 5. We're going to play another week and get us into the month of May. And now it's May 4th, 31 games into the season. Orioles still on top of the American Conference, 19-12. 1942 Cardinals are right on their tail, a game out. Brooklyn Dodgers are on top now, tied with the Mariners of 2001, 18-13. Yankees of 39 will have won 4 in a row now. They're 24-7, have the best record, and they are the number 1 seed. Red Sox right behind them, 6 games out. The Arizona Diamondbacks are in a 4-way tie, 16 wins and 15 losses. It's the Diamondbacks of 99, the 1934 Cardinals, the 1969 Mets, and the 2021 Devil Rays. So, that's interesting. Paul O'Neill has got an 18-game winning streak. That's interesting. So, we're in the month of May. Let's look at some of the scores. I am curious to see how long some of these pitches are going. Let's see, box score. Winning pitchers. Okay, so Lefty Grove, who I can understand. Back in those days, those pitchers went, a lot of them completed their games. He went 148 pitches, complete game victory, shutout. So, let's check another game. Diamondbacks and Reds. Okay, 118 pitches, they're taking them out. So that seems to be pretty good. We go back to the standings. Home runs, 10 home runs for David Ortiz and Boog Powell. So that seems pretty much a little more accurate as to what you can expect. Not going crazy with the numbers. So let's play another week and get into May and see if we can find a game to bring you. Okay, here we go. So now, 37 games in. It's Monday, May 11th. The Cardinals take over first place in the American Conference. And the Yankees of 98 are surging. They're only one game out behind the 1955 Dodgers. The Yankees of 1939, best record 27-10. The St. Louis Cardinals of 1934 now have jumped out in front with 22-15 record. They've won 9 in a row. So it should be interesting to see what's going on with that. I want to see the wild cards. Let's see the wild cards. So these are the top 8 seeds so far. Yankees of 39, 1942 Cardinals, 1969 Orioles, 1934 Cardinals, 1955 Dodgers, 1998 Yankees, 2021 Devil Rays, and the 1931 Athletics. A lot of teams in contention. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 are actually tied. So that's an interesting scenario there. So let's look at the scores and see who's playing who. Indians, Pirates, Cubs, and Red Sox. Let's see where who's got the 9-game winning streak. That's the 1934 Cardinals. They're playing the Marlins. So that might be a good game to watch. Oh, look at this. The Mets, the 1969 Mets and the 1986 Mets. Yankees of 27 and the Oakland Athletics of 1971. Yeah, maybe we'll bring you that game, and then we'll finish out the season. The 1934 Cardinals against the 1997 Marlins. Cardinals have a 9-game winning streak, trying to make it 10. And they have, I think, taken over first in their conference. Where are they? Yeah, they are. Freedom Conference. They are up. And the Rays are right there 2 games behind us. So that should be a good game to watch. So we'll take a break and bring you that game right after this. We are back. Take a sip of my soda. Sorry about that. So we're going to give you the featured game of the episode right now before we finish out the episode and finish out the month of May. And that game is going to be the 1934 Cardinals against the 1997 Marlins right here. Cardinals in first place in the Freedom Conference, and the Marlins are in second place behind them. So, this is a good game to watch. Sorry about that. Anyway, so here we are. We're going to be in Sportsman's Park. Leo Meralda is on the mound for the Marlins. He's 0-3 with a 2.92 ERA. He'll be going up against Tex Carlton, who's 5-1 with a 3.48 ERA. These are the batting orders. But let's get to the game. And make sure I want to change my view too of the stadiums. What is this? 1, 3D, initial camera. No. Initial, so what is going on here? So we want to go initial camera is this. Okay, very good. And then, let's see, pitch camera. I don't want that either. Wide camera. That's pretty interesting. Action camera, wide camera, dynamic camera, yes. Okay. All right, anyway. So here we are to start the game. Edgar Renteria leading it off and playing short. This is the Marlins. Gary Sheffield batting second, the right fielder. Bobby Bonilla at third, batting third. Moises Alou batting fourth in left field. Cliff Floyd batting fifth, the DH. Batting sixth, Kurt Abbott, second baseman. Devon White batting seventh in center field. Jeff Conine batting eighth is the first baseman, and Cliff Johnson behind the plate batting ninth. Tex Carlton 5-1. He's got 51 innings pitched. He's given up 49 hits, 20 runs, struck out 36 and walked 9. So here is the first pitch of the ball game here at Sportsman's Park, St. Louis. Can the Cardinals extend their winning streak to 10 games? We're going to find out today. Ground ball, shortstop, picks it up, throws over to first. Leo DeRocha at short. 1 out. Let's go over the defense. Here we have Pepper Martin at third. Leo DeRocha at short. Frankie Frisch at second. Ripper Collins at first base. Buster Mills in left field. Kiddo Davis in center field. And Jack Roderick is the right fielder. Behind the plate, we have Spud Davis. And on the mound, Tex Carlton. Here's Gary Sheffield. Sheffield, the right fielder, is batting .260 with 4 home runs on the year. The pitch. Ground ball, third base. Martin picks it up, throws over to first. Sheffield is out. 2 outs. Bobby Bonilla. Bobby Bonilla batting .288 with 3 home runs and 19 RBIs. 2 outs, nobody on, top of the first. The pitch. And that's going to be a base hit into left field for Bonilla. So, keeps the inning alive. 2 outs, man on first for Moises Alou. Moises Alou having a rough start here. He's back 207. 6 home runs, though. 29 hits. 6 of them are home runs. 19 RBIs. Here is the pitch from Carlton. And that's going to be a base hit to left field. Bonilla stops at second, so that's first and second, 2 out for Cliff Floyd. Floyd's only batting .190. He's got 27 hits in 142 at-bats. 6 home runs and 26 RBIs. The pitch. And it gets away. And the runners advance. So now you have 2 runners in scoring position for Cliff Floyd. 1-1 count. The pitch. And that's a base hit into left field. 1 run scores. As Alou stops at third, so the score's 1-0 now. 2 outs. And the Marlins have something going here. Kurt Abbott steps in. He's batting .221. No home runs, 10 RBIs. Here's the pitch. Fly ball, way back. Caught. Oh, he dove for it and he missed it. Digging for third is Abbott. A 2 raw runs score. It was a double, and I think a throwing error. No error. Okay. So 3-0 Marlins here. First inning. Devon White with a man on third and 2 out. Everything here in the first inning is with 2 outs so far. The pitch. And he walks him. So, first and third for Jeff Conine. Conine is on fire, batting .330. 6 home runs and 25 RBIs. The pitch. Up the middle, second baseman takes it. No throw. And the runner scores. That's 4-0. Cliff Johnson steps in, batting .150. 15 hits in 100 at-bats. No home runs. 2 outs, 2 men on. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that'll do it. But the Marlins do some damage here in the first inning, and the score is 4-0 Marlins going into the bottom of the first. So, the lineup for the Cardinals of 1934, Pepper Martin's leading off. Frankie Frisch batting second. Ripper Collins batting third. Joe Medjwick batting fourth. Spud Davis, the catcher, batting fifth. Jack Roderick batting sixth, right fielder. Buster Mills, the left fielder, batting seventh. Kiddo Davis batting eighth. And Leo DeRocha, shortstop, batting ninth. Against Leo Meralda. Meralda 0-3 on the season. 2.92 ERA. Here is the pitch to Martin. Swing and a miss, strike 3, 1 out. Frankie Frisch, bat .264. 1 home run, 13 RBIs. Ground ball, shortstop, up with it, over to first, and that is the second out. That was Renteria. It's short. That'll bring up Ripper Collins. Ripper Collins batting 303. No, sorry, 246. His on base percentage is 303. 4 home runs and 13 RBIs. The pitch. And it's a walk, so a 2-out walk. And Collins is on. Collins, no stolen bases. Joe Medwick, the designated hitter, batting 288, 2 home runs, 23 RBIs. Steps in. The pitch, ground ball, Bonilla over the first, and that'll do it. So the Cardinals of 1934 get no runs. Go to the top of the second, it's 4-0. Top of the order, as the Marlins actually batted around the first inning. So Edgar Renteria, who did not get a hit, is up to lead off the second inning. Pitch. Down the line. That's going to be extra bases. Bounces around the corner, and Renteria is into second easily with a double to lead off the second inning. Something tells me that this might be the end of the 9-game winning streak. Gary Sheffield steps in. He did not get a hit his first time up. Everything in the last inning, the 4 runs were scored with 2 outs. So here is the pitch to Sheffield. Ground ball, third base, checks the runner over to first, gets the out. First out. Pepper Martin. Bobby Bonilla steps in. He got a base hit his last time up. Pitch. And that is a fly ball to center field. Spud Davis is there, but the runner tags and goes to third. So now 2 outs, man on third. But Moises Alou had a hit his last time up. Pitch. Ground ball, third base, Pepper Martin over to first. And that is it. So the Cardinals get out of the inning without giving up a run. And the score is 4-0 going to the bottom of the second. Spud Davis, Jack Rothrock, and Buster Mills all coming up for the Cardinals against Leo Meralda. I think we're going to quick play this until we get runners in scoring position. And nothing across in the second for the Cardinals. So it's still 4-0. We're going to do the same thing here for the Marlins in the top of the third. We're going to quick play until somebody gets on base. Nobody on base. So they get going down to the bottom of the third. 4-0 score. Kiddo Davis leading it off. Again, let's play the game until somebody's in scoring position. And here we go. 1 out. Leo DeRocher at second. Pepper Martin at first. And Freddie Frisch is the batter. He's 0 for 1 today. 262 on the year with a home run and 13 RBIs. Here's the pitch. Fly ball going back is the center fielder. It's over his head, bounces to the wall. Definitely going to be a double, maybe a triple. And 2 runs come in. A triple for Freddie Frisch. And that scores 4-2 with 1 out and a man on third. Ripper Collins steps in. He's old. He walked his last time up, so 0 for 0. No at bats. The pitch. Ground ball down the line. That's going to score another run. So it's going to be 4-3. And Ripper Collins is on first. 1 out, and Joe Medjwick, the designated hitter, is up against Meralda. The pitch. Ground ball. This could be 2. Oh, he boots it. Renteria lost his grip on the ball, and everybody's safe. So an error could be a costly one. What do you mean it wasn't an error? What happened there? They gave him a hit. Okay. Anyway, Spud Davis. 1 out, 2 men on. Scores 4-3. Pitch. Ground ball, second base. That's over to second for 1 and first for a double play to end the inning. But the Cardinals come back with 3 runs here in the bottom of the third and make the score 4-3. And now they're back in the game. We're going to take a quick break and bring you the 4th inning right after this. Okay, we're back here at Sportsman's Park. Going to the top of the 4th. 4-3 score. Cardinals trying to extend a 9-game winning streak to 10 games. Tex Carlton on the mound has got 57 pitches after the first 3 innings. He's going to face Jeff Conine, Cliff Johnson, and Edgar Renteria of the Marlins of 1997. Here is the first pitch. Ground ball, third base, Pepper Martin over the first for the first out. All right, we're going to quick play, see if anybody else is on. I wanted to see Conine because he does have home run potential. And that is it. So the Marlins do not score in the top of the 4th. Now we're in the bottom of the 4th. Jack Rothrock, Buster Mills, and Kiddo Davis. All 3 outfielders against Meralda. Meralda, 45 pitches going into the bottom of the 4th. We're going to quick play this and see. We do have now a runner on second. Buster Mills at second. And Leo DeRocha is the shortstop batting. He's batting at .277 with a home run and 12 RBIs. 2 outs. The pitch. Ground ball. First baseman takes it. And that is it. So, no runs on 1 hit, no errors. Score is still 4-3 going to the top of the 5th. Gary Sheffield leads it off for the Marlins. He's 0 for 2. Pitch. Fly ball. Center field. Oh, popped up second base. Frankie Frisch makes the catch for the first out. Bobby Bonilla, the third baseman. The pitch. Ground ball, second base. Frisch again over the first. And that is the second out. Moises Alou steps in. The pitch. Fly ball. Center field. Spud Davis tracks it down, makes the catch, and ends the inning. So the score now, going to the bottom of the fifth, the Marlins 4 and the 1934 Cardinals 3. Meralda, 59 pitches here, going into the bottom of the fifth. Pepper Martin, top of the order. Let's play until somebody's in scoring position. No runs across. Going down to the top of the sixth. Cliff Floyd, Kurt Abbott, and Devon White against Tex Carlton. A quick play until somebody's in scoring position and nothing across for the Marlins in the top of the sixth. Bottom of the sixth, Joe Medwick against Meralda. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That is Meralda's second strikeout of the game. Spud Davis. The pitch. Up the middle, base hit. So 1 out, man on first for Jack Rothrock, batting .284. The pitch. Attempted bunt, missed. 1-2 now. Rothrock. Pitch. Ground ball. Taken by the first baseman. And that's it. Conine makes the grab and takes it himself. 2 outs. But Spud Davis is on second now. And Buster Mills, 1 for 2 in the game, is up. Pitch. Popped up. Center fielder Devon White is there. Takes it, makes the catch. And that's the inning. So the score remains Marlins 4, Cardinals 3. Jeff Conine leading off for the Marlins against Tex Carlton. Carlton's got 99 pitches. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 6 strikeouts for Carlton in the game. Cliff Johnson. We're going to quick play it until there's somebody on base. Nobody on base. So no runs across for the Marlins. Bottom of the 7th. Kiddo Davis steps in. Quick play. Nothing across now. Top of the 8th. 4-3 score. Gary Sheffield leading off. Tex Carlton in there, 112 pitches. Wonder how long the AI is going to let him stay. And it's a walk. And Carlton's still in there. Against Bobby Bonilla. Nobody out, man on first. Pitch. Oh, no, it's a walk. So 2 men on, nobody out. And that is it for the pitcher. They're going to bring in Jesse Haynes. Haynes, 10 innings pitched in the season. Haynes has got 1 save, no record. 10 innings, a 3.48 ERA. 2 men on, nobody out. Moises Alou at the plate against Jesse Haynes. The pitch. Ground ball. Up with it. Might be 2. And it is. 5-4-3 double play. But Sheffield is on third with 2 outs now for Cliff Floyd. Haynes looks in. The pitch. Ground ball, second base. Frisch is up with it, throws over to Collins, and that is the inning. So, score after 7.5. Florida 4 and St. Louis 3. Bottom of the 8th. Frankie Frisch leading off against Meralda. Meralda's got 93 pitches. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a base hit to left field. Opposite field hit. So Frisch is on. Nobody out. Cardinals trying to come back and win this game. Be their 10th win in a row here. Ripper Collins, the first baseman, is up. He is 2 for 2. Here's the pitch from Meralda. And that's going to be a hit into the corner. This could tie the game. Okay. Frisch stays at third, so 2 men on, nobody out for Joe Medjwick. And a pitching change for the Marlins. They put in Jay Powell. Powell, 2-1 record, 11 innings pitched, 0.79 ERA. Here's the pitch. Ground ball, shortstop. They go to home. And he's out at home. Okay, so they saved the run. Well, runners now at first and third with 1 out. For Spud Davis to catch against Jay Powell. Pitch. Ground ball. Third base again. They come home. They tag him. And he's out. That's the second out. Two plays at the plate for Bobby Bonilla. That brings up Jack Rothrock. He's 0 for 3 in the game. 2 runners on. Tying runs at second base. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a fly ball, and it's going to be caught in right field by Gary Sheffield, and that is the inning. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, 2 runners left on. And the score is still the Marlins of 1997 4 and the Cardinals of 1934 3. Top of the 9th. We're going to take a quick break and we'll bring you the 9th inning. Okay, back from the break. We have going into the 9th inning now. Cardinals are trailing 4-3. Trying to hold the Marlins and come back and win this game for their 10th straight victory. So, Jesse Haynes on the mound. He's going to face Kurt Abbott, Devon White, and Jeff Conine for the Marlins. Here is the pitch to Abbott. 1 for 3 in the game with 2 RBIs. The pitch. Ground ball taken by the pitcher. Over the phone. Errant throw. And the runner goes to second. So, we have a runner at second base. Nobody out. And Devon White, 0 for 2 against Haynes. Here is the pitch. Ground ball, first base. Takes it himself, first out. But the runner, Devon White, goes to third. So now 1 out, man on third for Jeff Conine. Pitch. Fly ball. Drops in for a hit. So the run will score and make the score 5-3. Cliff Johnson steps in against Haynes. No, Conine on first, 1 out. The pitch. And there's a fly ball center field, and Davis takes it, Spud Davis, for the second out. Top of the order, Edgar Renteria, 1 for 4, steps in against Haynes. Man on first. Pitch popped up right on the foul line. Pepper Martin takes the pop-up and ends the inning. So we go to the bottom of the ninth. Looks like the Cardinals might have their streak broken here today. Buster Mills leads off. He'll be followed by Kiddo Davis and Leo DeRocha. And in for the Marlins is their closer, Rob Nen. Rob Nen, right now, has got 2 wins, 4 losses, and got 11 saves with a 2.21 ERA. Here he is against Buster Mills. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Pinch hitter, Bill Delancey, batting .273. He's up there for the Cardinals. The pitch. Ground ball, second base. Abbott makes the play over the first, and that's the second out. So, Leo DeRocha with 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth, and the Cardinals trailing 5-3 is the batter. Rob Nen looks in, and the pitch. And that's going to be a base hit into right field for DeRocha. So DeRocha's on first, 2 men out. Pepper Martin, top of the order, is up for the Cardinals. Here's the pitch from Nen. And that's going to be another base hit. And DeRocha stays at second. First and second, 2 outs for Frankie Frisch, the second baseman. Can he keep it going here? Rob Nen looks in. Here's Frisch. Ground ball. This could be it. Over the first, and that is the game. So, the Florida Marlins of 1997 break the winning streak of the 1934 Cardinals at 9, winning the game 5-3. Cardinals also gain a game in the standings as they were in second place in the Freedom Division right behind the Cardinals. So that was a good game to watch. And I'm glad we watched it. So go back to the standings. So yes, here you see the Cardinals lose their game. And now the Tampa Bay Rays are only 1 game out of first. So we got another 2 weeks to finish May. Let's do that. Here's 1 week. Now it's May 18th. And the Tampa Bay Rays actually are now on a 7-game winning streak and have pulled it to first place in the Freedom Conference. That is interesting. Okay, let's play the other week and let's get through May. So Monday, May 25th now, 50 games in. 42 Cardinals on top in the American Conference. Cleveland Indians of 1995 are in first, and the Pittsburgh Pirates are right behind them of 1909. They were in the World Series last season. 39 Yankees, slipping a little bit, but still on top. And the Rays, 4 games out in front in their division. Play 1 more week. We should be into June. And that's it. It's June 1st. 57 games in. Baltimore Orioles have taken over first in the American Conference, winning 8 of their last 10. Cardinals of 1942 have lost 6 of their last 10. Look at this, 1927 Yankees right now in danger of relegation, losing 8 out of their last 10, and they have a 24-33 record. National Conference 1998 Yankees on a 10-game winning streak. Okay, they are in first. 1939 Yankees, slipping a little bit, but still on top. And the 2021 Tampa Bay Rays are on top in their division, and the 34 Cardinals are right behind them. Let's look at the wild cards real quick. Top 8, 86 Mets climbing into the top 8. So that means they got to be in first. Oh, no, they're in second in their division. Look at the 2016 Cubs. Finally, they had a terrible season last year, and now they are the number 5 seed right now after the month of May, 57 games into the season. The bottom 8, 86 Mets, 95 Indians, 1909 Pirates, 1931 Athletics, 1999 Diamondbacks, 2004 Red Sox, 2011 Rangers, and the Mariners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right. But tied with the Mariners are the Reds of 1975, the 1995 Braves, and the 1904 New York Giants. So, there you go. That's a rundown of where we're at so far. 2 months into the season 5 of the GLB, GOAT League Baseball. That's going to be it for this episode. Hope you enjoyed the game. Hope you enjoyed the results of the first 2 months of the season. And we will be back for the next 2 months, which will be June and July, in the thick of the season of season 5. And until then, hope you have a good day. We'll see you on the next one.